Will your favorite noodles still taste yummy without salt? No. Salt or common salt is an essential component of savory dishes like noodles, soups, etc. Chemically, it is sodium chloride. Apart from sodium chloride, many other salts are also known to us. Plaster of Paris, magnesium hydroxide, alum, calcium chloride, copper sulfate, potassium dichromate, etc. are examples of some salts. How can we define a salt? Salts are the chemical compounds that are formed when an acid reacts with a base. This reaction in general is called neutralization reaction. Generally, a salt consists of a cation and an anion. Let us understand how a salt can be prepared by neutralization reaction with the help of an activity. For this, we require sodium hydroxide solution, dilute hydrochloric acid, phenolphthalein, glass rod, dropper, measuring cylinder, and a beaker. To begin with, take 20 milliliters of sodium hydroxide solution in a beaker. Now add few drops of phenolphthalein and stir it gently with the help of a glass rod. Did you notice any change? Yes, the color of the solution becomes pink, indicating the presence of base in it, that is sodium hydroxide. Now add few drops of hydrochloric acid with constant stirring. Did you notice any change? Yes, the pink color of the solution disappears, indicating the formation of salt, that is sodium chloride. So, we can say that the reaction of hydrochloric acid with sodium hydroxide forms sodium chloride and water. Different types of salts can be prepared by reacting different combination of acids and bases. Different salts have different solubility in water. Salts which are soluble in water are termed as water-soluble salts such as copper sulfate, while the salts which are insoluble in water are termed as water-insoluble salts such as barium sulfate. The number of salts known to exist is too high. For making their study easier, the salts can be classified either on the basis of cation and anion present in them or on the basis of their pH values. On the basis of cation or anion present in the salt, we can have families of salts. Salts having same cation belong to the same cation family. For example, magnesium chloride, magnesium sulfate, and magnesium carbonate all belong to the magnesium family due to the presence of magnesium cation in them. And similarly, the salts which have same anion belong to the same anion family. For example, magnesium sulfate, potassium sulfate, and sodium sulfate belong to sulfate family because all of them have sulfate anion. Depending upon their pH values, salts can be classified as acidic, basic, or neutral. Acidic salts have pH value less than 7. They are formed from a strong acid and a weak base. Ammonium chloride is an example of this category. Basic salts have pH value greater than 7 as they are formed from a weak acid and a strong base. For example, sodium acetate. Neutral salts have pH value equal to 7. Such types of salts are formed from a strong acid and a strong base. An example of such a salt is sodium chloride. There are certain salts such as sodium chloride that absorb moisture from atmosphere without dissolving in it. They are termed as hygroscopic salts. On the other hand, there are some salts which are associated with definite number of water molecules known as water of crystallization. For example, 2 molecules of water are associated with a molecule of barium chloride dihydrate. Copper sulfate pentahydrate has 5 water molecules. It is commonly known as blue vitriol. And sodium carbonate decahydrate has 10 molecules of water. The salts that are associated with water of crystallization are called as hydrated or hydrous salts. Hydrous salts, by losing their water of crystallization, change into anhydrous salts. The color of salt may change during the conversion from hydrous to anhydrous form. It means that hydrated and anhydrous forms of a salt are interconvertible. Let's see how. Take some copper sulfate crystals in a dry test tube and heat them. Did you notice any change? Yes, the blue crystals slowly turn into a white solid. Water droplets appear on the cooler parts of the test tube. This white solid is anhydrous copper sulfate. Now add few drops of water onto the white solid. Notice that the white anhydrous copper sulfate changes its color to blue again, indicating the formation of hydrated copper sulfate.